today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. The interplay in this one, they were winners last time out. So
what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. And off running left, Foreman. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. A run now from Achane. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a run by Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Dolphins had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Waddle, the motion man right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ali, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll try and run this one right up the gut, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To the air, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch. Now third down. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Allen now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On first down, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. A final shot before half for Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jack.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The tackle made by Calebon Chason. Here's a 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Running right, here's Achane. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Achane. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Dancing to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
They run it on first with Foreman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen's throw caught by Gray. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Allen going to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. A solid stiff arm. There he goes right side. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, not exactly. The way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion left, Claypool. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Chase Claypool, and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And meanwhile, Allen's throw hauled in by Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Here's 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Here's 2nd down. Here's Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Tua and the Dolphins down 21-17, 1:07 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now Tua. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Tua. They'll go. H.N. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here's 1st down. Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now it's the Bills' turn, trailing by a field goal. 30 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Now Allen. That's taken in by Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.